Okay, I think I want to start this video, and I've been trying to think of reasons to meditate, like topics, and I can't really think of a whole lot. And then I started thinking, well, why don't I just meditate on meditation? Don't want this video to be very long, but it'll probably be 30 to 45 minutes. Meditation for me was always a topic that seemed kind of silly, kind of stupid. I had never seen any reason behind it. And it never really occurred to me that even people of my own faith meditate. It's not something that's just maybe another religion, maybe another ideology. Everybody does, or everybody has their reasons for doing it. The reason why I meditate, for me, it's sitting in a nice, quiet place with hours and hours of alone time. I don't have to be to work. And it's so freeing and so liberating to sit here alone in the quiet in your thoughts and be able to get your thoughts out. I'm someone who isn't able to fully articulate what I'm thinking in the moment, in the rush. I need to sit down, take my time, and relax. And I can't do that throughout the day because, one, I have a one track mind. I'm either doing something or talking, thinking about talking. And I can't talk without thinking about it. If I'm doing something and you ask me, hey, what's blah, 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 I'm just like, what? And then I forget what I'm doing. I can't do the same at the same time. I'm not able to fully articulate what I'm thinking and what I'm saying. And that's another thing, is getting what's up here to come out here. It's difficult because I need to think through how to say it, and then I need to think how to word it. And it's frustrating too when I'm at work, like I'm working and doing stuff and someone asks me a question. I need to stop. And I need to think, okay, well, let's think about that. And it's like a full stop. It's like no work, a waste of time. Sometimes I wish people just wouldn't bug me at work so I can get shit done. Like I said in a previous video, I like just sitting here and having X amount of time to just go through my thoughts. Going back to the previous reason or topic I was going to hit on is being able to sit here and think about meditation. What it means for me is the ability to sit with no outside interruptions is pretty big for me. And meditation started being useful to me when I had something happen in my life to where I was frustrated that I couldn't justify how I was thinking, or I couldn't make sense of the situation without giving too much away. It was a situation where I messed up. This other person understandably had a pretty visceral reaction, and then they cut me out of their life. Just ignored the 2 follow-up texts that I sent the weeks and months later. I don't want to go into that whole situation, but the key point that I took away from this was that meditation helped me to get to a point where I was comfortable in what I had thought up and accomplished. I took a 45-minute walk, and it was just a brisk walk around the neighborhood, hit a few key areas in the neighborhood, and I just came back. And I came back around one of our grocery stores and came home. The ability to walk and get your thoughts out, with whether it's with someone else or whether it's alone, I think is handy, and it's helpful in that I thought through the situation long and hard, came to a resolution in my mind, and I don't think it was a resolution that I would have thought of had I not had that 45-minute walk. It's a time where I was able to just sit down. I was surprised. I was like, wow, I had never thought of it like that. So I was able to just be alone for most of my life, and I've grown accustomed to how comfortable that is in some situations. Not all. Most of the time, I'm able to be alone in the sense that nobody else is around me. And so I'm able to come up with my own thoughts, my own ideas. Other people can just do this like that. And I have high praise for people like that because I can't do that. It's interesting to see what I come up with when I go through these meditation. When I got home, I was super elated. It was almost completionist because like I said, I had come up with an idea that I hadn't thought of before that, to the point where I finally understood the reason and point behind meditation. Now, I don't know if it's true, honest to goodness meditation, but it's sitting with your own thoughts, realizing things and thoughts and ideas that you wouldn't normally have been able to come up with in a busy 9 to 5 kind of situation. Like I said, I'm off today. That day, I think I was off work, but like I said, I took a 45-minute walk, and it was so just relaxing and relieving almost. Not really like there's relieving of stress or anything. It was more just my thoughts had reached this plateau of, well, here's a situation. Okay, well, what do I think about that? Well, this. Why do I think that way? This. And then you finally get to this, I feel this way about this situation, about this fact. And had I thought of that before that time? I don't remember it fully. I have it documented, recorded. I recorded it after I think I got home. Thinking back on it really made me realize just how useful meditation is. Just in my life. I don't know about anybody else. And I'm sure there's younger people out there, or maybe even older people out there, who are like, oh, meditation's stupid. What does it do? If you went through what I went through that day, what I put myself through that day, and finally had the plateau like I was talking about, you would understand. I think that's what I wanted to say. It was a reflection of facts in my head, what had happened, and it's a reflection of the feelings stemming from those facts. I think you should be presented with facts, and then you should respond with feelings to those facts. The ability to think of situations like that and come up with, what do I think of this? How do I feel about this? What actually happened? What were the facts? I think everybody deserves a chance to be given that opportunity. And I think everybody should be given the chance to have that opportunity to do that. A lot of people are better at it than I am, and that's fine. They're able to do that just on the fly, whereas I need to sit down, just gather my thoughts, understand that, like I said, other people can just do it just throughout the day, and I need to be able to be quiet around where I am in order to access those higher feelings and thoughts. What else do I think about meditation? The only other thought I have is I wish I could just do it on the fly. But there's something so calming and relieving about setting aside time to just away from everybody and everything else. No work, no other people in the house, just me and my thoughts. Being in this understanding and awareness without any external distractions. Second key point is I'm also going to be editing this video, and I've never really edited a video before. I'm a person where if I don't know anything about a situation, I like to gather as much information as possible, or at least whatever is relevant. So I've looked up 3 of the top view videos on DaVinci Resolve for beginners, and I'm going to be editing this video with that. So it should be pretty interesting to see like what it can do and the results. And I'm a person of major data gathering to the point where I don't learn very well if I don't have all of the information. I'm an information sponge. I've always been really good at just general knowledge, geography, science, math. I think that's about it. That's what I wanted to touch on. Yeah.